speakers in your control arms. Man, why didn't I think of it? It's still a couple of days before the official start of the 2023 SEMA Show, but I know for a lot of you, this is your favorite part, our pre-show coverage, because this is where you get to see all the big, built-up and blingy featured vehicles that are all over the outside of the show. And for me, this is what SEMA is all about. Speaking of big and blingy, this truck, this Jeep J10, late model, probably in the 80s, you can tell because of the Muscleman grille and the lack of a brow on top. This thing speaks volumes to me for SEMA because it's still an old school, really cool truck, but built up with all kinds of bling. I mean, check it out. Look at all the control arms, the structure underneath it, the coilovers. Even the sway bar links are designed out. And from what I'm told, I don't know if it's true or not, it's got over 1,000 horsepower under the hood. This thing screams SEMA, and I love it. Now this is a Jeep Gladiator that I could get really excited about, and mainly because it's built and built to be used, and it even looks like it. So check it out. Obviously it's running Mickey Thompson Baja Pros in a 43, but it's also got Evo coilovers, Evo long arms, Evo front bumper, a proper Warren winch, proper axles made by Fusion, beefy steering components, Rockside Engineering rocker guards, and on the back of it, we've got an Overland Equipment camper. So I can only imagine that these springs are a really heavy duty rate because I see no airbags, no additional support, and yet the truck is sitting pretty darn level. Also, you can see they got sway locks both front and rear, a really big Fusion axle in the rear, bumper tire carrier, which is something we're all looking for on a Gladiator. This is made by TMR Customs. Up here on the front, you can see there's a host of lights on top of the windshield, on the A-pillars, and even on the side over here. I can only guess they're made by Tyree Off-Road Lighting. And of course, it's got skid plates all the way throughout. Everything looks like it's been used, so good job. So I'm over here with Cody Gunner. He's over here with Flog Industries, and he's got this beautiful Gladiator on display out here. Hey, can you tell us a little bit about this thing?
Yeah, so this is my work truck. I'm a crane operator. SEMA, you know, we got to be flashy. So this is a 24 by 14 by Fittipaldi forged 42-inch Interco snipers. So we got a long arm 4.5 by rock crawler. It has the Adventure Series. It's high steer. Got a Speedy Built 12K, P3 billet shackles. I mean, Diodynamics just went crazy on this. We had their Elite Series headlights, the SS5s. They're backlit. They change all different colors. The whole truck's actually set up in red, white, and blue.
You said you got some stuff in the back?
Oh man, do we? We like to have fun here. So we have 8 MB Quartz tower speakers. We have 6 amps on this thing. There's our new, the Flog transfer tank. A lot of people have never seen this in a smaller truck. So they did a one-off build for me, and that's what I use. It's a 55 gallon, so I use it to fill my crane. We got a bulletproof hitch, P3 accessory step on here. It's paint matched. There's 3 amps under each seat, and then there's one in the back that powers the subs. And then we got the new Stinger 10, which, I mean, if y'all haven't seen that, that thing is crazy with the navigation.
That's awesome. Well, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Amazing getting to see you, man.
If you're liking what you're seeing so far, be sure to check out the SEMA thread on Wayalife.com, where I've got a ton of photos of all kinds of things that don't always make it into the video, and I answer questions for people just like you. And I should know, there's more than just big and blingy here. There's also what some refer to as cake decorations. Essentially, parts that you could bolt onto your Jeep, most of which are decorative, thin, but affordable, but are designed to make your Jeep look badass. This could include things like a fancy grille with all kinds of lights, lights on your hood, A-pillar, or even above the windshield, or things like foot pegs for your passenger's right foot, or for the rear passengers, a right foot and their other right foot. Coming around back, we've got a light bar on top of the hardtop, and everybody needs a set of train horns underneath as well. Of course, when it comes to a build like this, nothing would complete it better than a set of 40 1550s on a set of 24-inch wheels, and of course on factory Dana 30 and 44 axles. Now on the inside, you've got speaker systems, center consoles for the rear. You've got all kinds of cool leather, controls underneath the steering wheel, additional gadgets up on the dash, and of course, I jest when I say badassery. In part, I mean it, and in part, you know, this is all about SEMA. SEMA is about the aftermarket industry and the products that manufacturers make and sell. And when I see a Jeep like this, in all honesty, they've done a good job. So this Jeep right here, it's the one we started with. And really, it is the epitome of what the SEMA pre-show, or at least all the featured vehicles that you see outside of it, is all about. It's crazy big. It's super blingy. It's riding on airbags. It's got big, huge wheels, 42-inch tires on 30-inch wheels. And of course, it's got these speakers on the control arms, which just blows my mind. All of this stuff is just for show, and they do it in spades. It's awesome. So check it out. It looks like it's on a ramp, but it's not. It's AccuAir.